What is up, vaping community? Vape Show has returned.
As always, I'm Matt, and that's Marvin, and we make up the
Vape Show.
Today, what are we bringing to Marvin?
We have a awesome RDA clone review for you guys today, and it is the Velocity RDA, competition RDA.
Yeah. This thing is really awesome. Right now we're rocking a single coil in here, put in between the two posts. It's pretty good. Works really well for a single coil on the series box. What I want to go ahead and do first and foremost is talk about the details of the atomizer. Now, it is a clone, okay, but it's a 1-to-1 clone. It's an exact replica. Comes with a 510 drip tip adapter, which we'll talk about when we go into the close-up. I'm going to go ahead and vape on it real quick while I get this other info.
It's a pretty good RDA, to be honest. Oh, God.
Pretty good for a single coil. That was pretty good clouds.
Super cheap to pick up, by the way.
Yeah, it's $9.95 on this website that we're on right now. Link in the description. Now, okay, the features of this device. It is 22 millimeters on the outside, 28 millimeter overall height without the drip tip. Okay, it's got, open that up, dual screw positive negative post. Now, what that means is you have two posts, and on each post there are two holes. One hole is your positive, one hole is your negative.
Well, you can't see that right now, so...
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, the top hole is your positive, bottom hole is your negative. So that's how you got to kind of play that. Now, also, it has side-mounted post screws, which is what I was talking about, the two posts. They're on the side, so you have a big open juice well. And then you have a solid copper center pin, so the connection is solid copper, really good for conductivity. It has high temp peak insulators, which can be replaced with whatever you prefer, Delrin, whatever. The juice well is 6.5 millimeters deep, so it's deep. I mean, this thing holds juice.
It's still not dry yet.
And if you can see, I got a lot of cotton draped in there since I did the single coil mode. And apparently it's Rip Tripper's favorite RDA, but you know, who cares?
No,
not trying to start beef
don't
here.
say that.
Just not our cup of tea, really. So yeah, let's vape on it a little bit and then talk about it, and then we'll dive down into the close-up for you guys.
We'll transition ourselves that way for the close-up.
Yeah. I do know that the RDA itself has a really cool airflow technique.
It has a really funky airflow thing, in my opinion.
Yeah, because you got
really
these,
adjustable.
You got these two slots on here, and then the more you screw this down, you close off your airflow, which I'll show you guys in the close-up for sure. But then you've also got these holes up top. Now, the clone that I got, I think I need to swap the O-ring out on it, but there is a locking mechanism for this top ring, because this top ring will just unscrew all the way off and then screw back on. But there's an O-ring there, and you're supposed to be able to lock this piece so that it doesn't shake. Like,
you can hear it.
If you guys can
so
hear
maybe
that.
That's a defect of the clone.
Or maybe just this clone, because I have seen people with these clones as well that it has the locking. I think I might just need to swap out that O-ring.
Okay.
But performance-wise,
for a single coil that we're running on there, we don't know what it reads at. What does it read at? Or what's it reading at? We don't have an ohmmeter, do we?
We do, but I remember it's a .56, 8-wrap, 22-gauge Canthal. I think it performs really well. The only thing that lacks for me is flavor a little bit in this RDA, but that might be because the airflow is so wide open right now, just for video purposes. So,
it's not too bad. So, yeah, without further ado, let's dive into the close-up.
Alright everybody, here we have the Velocity RDA clone in its packaging. Really simple stuff going on here, not a lot.
And now, me and Matt will be involved in the close-ups now, so not just Matt.
Yeah.
So, that's another change.
Right off the bat, one thing I really love about this packaging, boom.
Magnetic
flap, that shit is so cool. I just get fucking lost doing this. Just
right there across the front, Velocity RDA.
Yeah, alright, in here you have your typical little bag of goodies. You got some extra O-rings, some pre-made coils that actually don't look too shabby.
We should test those coils out one day, dude.
We really should.
And actually vape on them. Take the time to vape on them. See if they're actually pretty good.
Alright.
Read it.
You got your Allen key, all that good stuff. Whatever. Right here is that 510 drip tip connector we were talking about. And I'll show you how that goes on here in a second. But now for the main event. I don't know what that was. On the bottom, it's just got the version that it is. Nothing too fancy. But there's that solid copper contact we were talking about. That's kind of awesome for a clone to have that. I really like that. Here is your Delrin Chuff.
That unscrews.
Unscrews, and then you got your threads there. You can see down in there, it's a little juicy.
I did not clean that out very well, apparently.
But, and then this 510 adapter just kind of screws right in there, and you can pop a drip tip right in there. It works out.
But who would want to? Why do you want to resist your airflow?
But, alright, so here's how the airflow works, guys. Okay. So you just unscrew this top piece from the bottom piece, and you can see right there, got a little bit of a paper towel, but that's where your airflow is. We're not perfect. There's some more paper towel and more airflow. But you can just open that up as much or as little as you'd want. So it doesn't matter. But these top holes, I'm so sorry for all that juice. These top holes, they line up just perfectly with these little slits in there. If you guys can see those. There's one of the slits. Sorry for knocking the camera. Alright. This camera's not focusing too well, but you guys can see those slits. And there's that O-ring I was talking about being a little bit of a pain in my ass. So inside here, if I can get this thing out,
we have your building deck.
Boom, there's the deck. And I mean, it's pretty cool to see two posts on something so cheap. The only thing I really think about being two posts is like the Petri by Dotmod, or Petri, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. But yeah, so positive and negative wise on these two posts, get this up here a little bit. Let's see if it'll zoom. I mean, focus. Damn.
Put your hand behind it.
Okay, so your top holes are your positives and your bottom holes are your negatives. Now, an easy way to remember that is to play the happy or sad game. When you're happy, you're positive. You're up.
Negative, you're sad.
When you're happy, you're positive and you're up. When you're sad, you're
down.
You're depressed and you're down. So that's how you guys can remember that. And there's that 6.5 millimeter juice well, I believe.
I can't even make sure.
It's right there. It's right there. Yeah, 6.5 millimeters.
6.5 millimeters. Yep.
So it's pretty deep. You can put a hell of a lot of cotton in there. And I do believe, ladies and gentlemen of the vape community, that wraps it up for the up close and personal of this thing. So let's back out, go to the FaceTime, and give you guys kind of the rundown on what we think.
Alright guys, now that we're up again on the FaceTime, what would you rate the Velocity RDA out of 5?
Okay, out of 5, I'm going to drop it a 4.
And why is that?
I'm going to tell you why.
I have a feeling I know what it is.
The only thing is the airflow ring for me. It doesn't lock. I switched out the O-rings. Still not locking on me. So that's my only real grievance with it. On the positive side of things, great vapor production. Flavor's pretty good out of it. Two posts is really cool. That gives you room for being creative. I really like that. I think that's really nice.
But it may not be for everyone.
It might not be for everyone. I mean,
it looks nice.
I like it a lot because it's simple.
Yeah, I mean, it goes with his body. I mean, look at his body.
It's really simple. I don't like really flashy RDAs or anything. I don't like things with big emblems on them or lots of flair. I like to keep it simple. That's just how I am as a person.
Yeah.
So, but for $10 for a 1-to-1 clone that performs really well, I would say go ahead and buy it. We're gonna link it. Vaping Cheap.
VapingCheap.com, and I will confirm that right now. Yeah, VapingCheap.com, $9.55 for the Velocity RDA clone. So if you're balling on a budget, you might want to consider picking it up.
Yeah, definitely. And so we're still figuring out these outros and everything.
Yeah.
But I just want to say thank you guys for watching. Please do not forget to like, comment, subscribe.
Follow us on Instagram and on Twitter. Vape Show, all one word.
Yeah, we'll be there. We'll post. Try and post pretty often.
Yeah.
So
be involved with more with you guys.
So the only thing for us that carries over from our year one of doing of videos,
season 1
is we want you guys to stay safe,
And vape safe and build safe.
Yes.
Always build safe, guys. Don't be blowing up your mouths or your hands.
Definitely.
And then end up on the news and you know just be safe.
Just be safe.
Yeah.
That's all we ask of you guys. If you watch our videos, please be safe. So we will catch you guys next time.